we have inner strengths that we didn't really know that we have. What were the inner strengths that you realized that you had? And then what were the ones that you realized that was handicapping you?
I love that question. I don't think anybody has asked me that question before, so thank you. I think that number one is understanding my anxiety, something that I did not realize, but I had it with me all my life, and understanding how that operates and learning about who I am, how I am, and going deep within through the whole training that I did with my coaches helped me get in tune with my humanity, who Jessica really is inside. Not my title, not what I achieved, but who I really am inside. And understanding that and my spirituality and my connection with the universe has been key because now I don't consider myself an anxious person anymore.
Mm.
I I or care about negative things around me anymore. I don't I'm gonna give you a quick example. I used to love watching these serial killers and these crime shows.
You're scaring me now.
I love watching them. I thought they were like, "This is
Yeah.
crazy. How can it be?" I don't watch those things anymore.
Right.
I everything that's negative is like, I don't need this. What why am I, feeding myself with that? So I learned how I operate. What do I want to help me? Is this serving me? So once you start switching the process, your paradigms, your process and your habits, all of that is pivotal for you to start switching and growing and expanding yourself. All of that was pivotal. So anxiety is gone. The sense and need of control, I don't have that either anymore. I don't let anybody control me anymore either. I used to. I don't let that anymore. So many of the things have changed about me and that are so free.
When we went through this COVID era, I know people hate hearing this, but let's get real. A lot of people self-worth and self-identification was put in check. And what I mean by that is a lot of people were identified themselves by their job titles. When you had to be forced into an isolated situation, a lot of your true self had to be exposed. And what I mean by your true self is you now had to spend time with your family all day. You now had to spend time with your significant other all day. So now you really get to see everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think out of all that, I think people began to understand that I'm more than just a CEO. Some people still attach themselves to that. With that being said, how difficult was it for you to remove yourself from the title, from the madness, from the control to being who you are? Because a lot of people was like, hey, that's security. Hey, you went to school for that. Hey, you're walking away from 50 figures. But you're like, fuck it. I found something a little bit better. I found myself through this journey. I'm not going to allow control. I'm not going to allow this. How difficult was that for you? Because people who don't see the transformation that you're going through will always result back to what I call the comfort reality of their life.